Welcome to Money Matters Boston. I'm Chuck Nilosek. Well, on today's show, we took the show on the road to Belfast, Maine, and behind me, the Front Street Shipyard. We're going to talk to the principals involved in this project and talk about why this is such an important part of the economy here in northern Maine. Then we'll introduce you to an individual who can help you buy your first boat. All that and so much more in our special edition of Money Matters Boston. We're starting right now. Welcome to Belfast, a small waterfront town in northern Maine, nestled along Penobscot Bay and home to the Front Street Shipyard, one of the town's newest and largest employers. We sat down with company owner J.B. Turner to talk about the boat building industry and the rise of what's quickly becoming a big company in a small town. JB, how does a kid from Connecticut wind up building one of the most elaborate boatyards here, only miles from the Canadian border?
Well, it's been quite a long journey to get here, but it's been a fun, exciting life, basically, putting all my pieces together and then being able to do something like this. We're basically focused on refit and repair work, some new construction, and a lot of winter storage and servicing of customers throughout the season. They can be transient customers that come and go from the yard. They can be permanent residences, if you will, that stay with us year-round. Penobscot Bay is considered worldwide to be one of the famous and favorite cruising grounds for people moving around in boats. So because it's a huge attraction to come to Penobscot Bay. To have transients, to have boats come in, they like to leave the boat and do other things. Belfast offers cinemas and shopping and laundry and a shopping center. All kinds of different things to do within the city. So, and some of the best restaurants around, brew pubs, that kind of thing. And then deep water and flat land. Those two things go hand in hand. In Maine, there are very few yards that have flat land. And it's a big factor in moving boats around. Heavy equipment going up hills is never a good thing if you can help it. We also have deep water, which gives us access to all kinds of things. Big boats, number one, because most of the big boats draw around 14 feet. It opens up a lot of different opportunities for us that others don't have because of either they have difficult geography to deal with or they have not enough water to be able to haul on certain tides where we don't.
I was doing some research and looking through my notes, and I discovered that you happened to make this all happen during the recession. Is that possible? How were you able to do that?
Recession, no recession, that I don't think should slow you down in your goal to where you want to go to. And all of my partners agree with that philosophy. There's a lot of things that we were able to take advantage of, so to speak, because of the recession. The pricing on materials for new construction were down. Availability of help and us being able to set our schedule was there. Whereas in 2007, if you had called up and said, I want to build a 10,000 or 20,000 square foot building, they might have said, yeah, well, wait till next year and then call us if you're still interested. So we were able to move the project faster because of the recession. We were able to get good pricing because of the recession. Just work to build out the whole thing instantly, which was our goal from the outset. We wanted to create a big yard as fast as we possibly could. 16 months ago, we had no customers, we had no employees. And now we have a boatload of customers.
Pun intended?
Pun intended. And we have 94 employees plus the trickle out from that. We have probably 20 subcontractors.
How hard is it to find skilled workers or talented laborers that do what it is that you do here?
There's a lot of art involved in creating new boats and new systems, and art comes in lots of different forms. And a good project will draw people to it. Now, we happen to have a lot of good projects going on right now, so that's another incentive for people to want to move here, maybe from Rhode Island, maybe from further east, further west, whatever. And we do a lot of training in-house, and we bring in people from different industries and retrain them into the marine industry. So a guy doing plumbing in a house, when he comes to a boat, it's a lot more complicated because systems overlap more in a small space. But it also works they have a good working knowledge of it, and then just transfer that, and then we can move them up to the next level of working on boats and yachts.
The Front Street Shipyard occupies a large portion of the Belfast waterfront. Each of the massive buildings have been designed and built with a specific purpose in mind to make boat building refurbishment and storage as easy and as efficient as possible for both the company and its workers. Well, if I'm going to stand on the rail of a gorgeous boat like this, I feel like I need champagne or something to enjoy. It's a little romantic up here, JB, but here's the Hollywood trick of it.
Right.
We're actually inside. This is like a sound stage for a great Hollywood picture here.
Right.
Explain to me what this space is. We're literally on a, how big is this boat?
This is a 94-foot motor yacht.
And we're inside.
We're inside the building. The building is a bit unique because the doors are so large that our travel lift, the big sling machine that picks the boats up,
Yep.
pick this boat up, and it actually goes inside the building and then sets the boat down and then takes off to get the next boat. There's 2 bays in the building.
Yeah.
Each bay is 160 feet long and 43 feet wide. So that gives us the ability to put a lot of boats of different sizes in here and pack them in and get a lot of work done. So we have heated floor so we can control that environment. We have huge filtration banks on the end of each bay where we are cleaning the air all day long. So the guys, even though they're working with sanding and all that, the air is purified for them. And we have exhaust systems if we want to clean the air out. So we have a lot of different things to take care of the guys and make sure they're working in a healthy environment. Our next goal, for a company, is to have our first larger new construction projects. We're doing a lot of refit and repair work because that's what the economy is driving right now. People are buying older boats, and instead of building new, they're refurbishing their boats to what they want.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of work going on all over the world for that right now. But new construction is a very creative thing. It's not necessarily as profitable, but a lot of our employees are looking forward to that first new construction project that comes along because it's fun, it's exciting. You're building something from nothing, literally just the dust, and you're creating this new thing that people will take all over the world. I would love to build a boat over 100 feet from scratch. That would be one of my goals. To have a lot of really happy employees. I think that this place will operate very well at around 150 to 200 people, and I'd like to see that as one of my goals. And having a crew that's really excited about what they do every single day when they come into work is definitely a goal. That's really, just putting out a good product, making people happy, having customers come back is the most rewarding thing you can have. And then on the creative side is building something that's really big, really complicated, and really exciting to do is another part of it.
Coming up on Money Matters Boston, partners and competitors? How Front Street has successfully partnered with other boat builders to make everyone a winner. And later, looking to become a boat owner? We meet with a pro to get tips on buying a boat that's right for you.